Hail Hydra.
Nothing is beyond our reach. Hail Hydra.
Exactly. Hail Hydra.
What's up, everybody? I have a lot to talk about. This is something no one else has seen before. As far as I know, there's probably like a couple people on Earth that know about it. I mean, I've been working at this ever since pretty much the end of last stream. So this has been a process. It's been going on for a while. I've been hunting down this. I think you guys are going to enjoy this. So, brief recap of some events going on here. This was something funny that I saw here. So we have a message here on Rumble. I love like when they take screenshots of this and you can see his expressions. So we have, "Hey Jer, I'm a former fan of yours since 2018. Bought a Mom's Day box in 2022. I'm doing this as a plea. Please address everything. Honestly, for once, I'm tired of seeing you cope and lie constantly." And then, boom, deleted. Here's another thing that happened. Apparently, they've downsized everything here. And actually, what we're going to talk about today might be a part of that, especially the accessories and merchandise department. But this used to be what it was not even that long ago. You had your cocoa, you had your tea, your accessories and merch, gift cards. Apparently, sometime after I bought a shirt, I think it was in like April, Alyssa Clips, and maybe someone else tried to buy one and they weren't able to. They tried a few different times and it never went through. I think it just got denied or something. Oh, rage quit from Cat Facts. Okay, I can see that. I was worried about that kind of stuff here. Cat's claws curve inward, allowing them to race up a tree head first, but unable to climb back down. That's why cats often get stuck in trees. Thank you very much. My cat Bill, the black one you've seen, he loves to. I've seen him go into the middle, like the yard. Like he'll go 100 yards down into the front yard, and he'll just like vertically like go up a tree like real fast, like this really tall tree. And he does actually come down from that, but then there'll be like some kind of bush that's about 5 feet in the air. And then one day I was just outside and I just heard him whining. And he managed to get stuck about 4.5 feet up in this bush. And he was just like acting like his life was like in danger or something. He could not get down from the bush. It was so funny. It was just like howling and stuff. So this is what it is now. It is just the coffee and K-cups. That's all left. It's all that you can't buy like your own ironic t-shirts. Like I always thought that was stupid how all this drama started and like he wasn't selling his merchandise anymore. I kind of maybe know a little bit more now after, and you guys will too, about why, but yeah, like, just make some money off of stuff. Like just sell shirts that say like I hate Jeremy. You remember like how Guar would do those things where they'd be like Guar sucks or whatever, and it was their whole slogan. He can't lean into anything, I guess, right? Yeah, he's not a brilliant marketer. One of the things that always worked well for us were these infographics. Some of our infographics would just go absolutely insanely viral for a while, and infographics are great. It's so funny to see them too, honestly, about the quartering. But I think that can be pretty effective sometimes. Yeah. So I did like to see this. Like I haven't seen one for so long since we were making them. What does this say? A brave AI scrape tells me that journalist excellence worldwide Jew is a far-right anti-Semitic hoax. Yeah, that was really funny. I used to get like these hit articles about me. And they would come up with the craziest stuff. I should actually show one of those sometime. I don't know, maybe we could do it like after all of this stuff. But I just because like simply for it's spelling out Jew, that was what was anti-Semitic about it. It seems like that was their reasoning most of the time. But yeah, I don't know. There's so many different things about that. It was so funny. They were really grasping at straws. So this was a clip channel that I didn't know about called Dirty Jersey Rat or something like that. And the guy seems pretty cool. I've just never seen any of his stuff before. And these people hate me. Holy crap. These people despise me. I recorded I guess the only comment still on this, but these people did not like my Perez Hilton coverage. And to be honest, it was only a few hours after it happened. I stayed up till like 2 in the morning and I didn't know what the hell I was talking about. It's the first time I've probably said the word Perez Hilton, the name, for I don't know, like 10 years. I was really kind of out of it too. I think I told you guys at the beginning of last show that I hadn't eaten anything all day. I was dumb. So these these people did not like me. So I'm not mad. You know, I've heard that they're from the Dabbleverse, and like I don't know what the hell that really is, but apparently they're all like dicks. But it's creative. I mean, it's not creative. It's a constructive criticism. I take it like that. And this was worthless. Stop clipping garbage. A lot of people are hating on this clip, but I appreciate DJR for showing us channels we should not follow. like like you know, like or something. But yeah, I definitely probably did that last show. Yeah, I was I'm enjoyable. Hell yeah, look, I got an enjoyable. Who is this glowed up version of Blade? This guy's terrible 9-minute intro. I wasn't even sure I didn't even know I was doing an intro, honestly. I just kind of talk. Yapping stops at 9 minutes. Agonizing. 9 agonizing minutes. Holy crap, you weren't kidding. This guy stinks. This guy sucks. And that one's just kind of a neutral one about something else. So, the Dabbleverse apparently hates me. DJR is this guy. Dirty Jersey Rat. So, yeah. I don't know much about what the Dabbleverse is. Nafi says the Dabbleverse is the lowest of the low. Oh, yeah, I guess yeah, I don't know. They all seem like my dad's age. We just got 10 subs from Jares Rake. Thank you, man. Thank you very much. You guys have no idea how much I appreciate that stuff. I don't try to make like a huge deal about like e-begging or whatever, but it really does kind of like help me keep me motivated, and it's great. I need to start up an evacuate Wisconsin fund. That should be the name of my thing, because I do want to like move from Wisconsin at some point. I can only handle so many more winners here, and then it's like I'm having such a hard time defending Wisconsin because Jeremy keeps ruining it, and I'm having to like show everybody. If you guys have been here for other shows, like I'm like, Wisconsin has actually got a lot of cool things in it. But I can't handle the winters. Like I wasn't born here, so I'm never gonna get used to it. Like I just like it's something called like seasonal depression, I guess. I don't know. It's just gets bad after a while. It's gonna be my evacuate Wisconsin fund. That's what we'll start calling this stuff. But thank you very much, man. I really appreciate it. This is another thing that happened. I wanted to bring this up because we talked about this the last stream. Quartering Vlogs was putting out all of the vlogs, or at least the past few of them, from Jeremy, which I guess that's done now. It's been about a week. It's been over a week now. But anyway, he's been taking his vlogs and doing supercuts and making them a lot easier to actually watch. And his channel, I know on Rumble, it had over, like well over whatever Jeremy's real channel on Rumble had. But apparently on YouTube, it has got straight taken down, which actually we'll get to the Rumble one. But so this is how it first started. His YouTube channel that he put up doing this concept got taken down because he was impersonating somebody, which, it was just a clip channel basically. And so this is Don Flurgandy talking about how the Rumble one got taken down. And this was very recently. And you can tell that he was real mad about it, because it's the only one that got taken down. There used to be another one up here, and it had more followers than the real one here. So I showed a screenshot, I think, last time, and there was another one to the left of this. These, I'm not sure who's doing these. I think they have like joke descriptions in them, but they're just straight re-uploads. And so that's funny because the one that got taken down was actually edited clips, but the ones that remain are still up. and they're just straight re-uploads, I'm pretty sure. And so he got mad about the followers being higher on, the fake one. um, what did this say from female Kino enjoyer? Seasonal affective disorder, journalistic excellence worldwide, sad Jew. Yeah, that'll be the name of my next thing. That's great. Yeah, we'll see him write an article about that one. Oh, and here's another thing here. I wanted to bring this up because we're going to be talking about FTC violations and regulations. This is going to be something that will come in to this show here pretty soon. We got a lot to cover. So this is just about what you guys all know about the affiliate links. I just wanted to bring this up because this won't be his only brush in with the FTC, I would assume. And I guess he's going to weasel his way out of this one, but we'll see about this other one. And then I think I also wanted to bring this up because I just really like this giant thing here that I took. It's all falling apart now. He was saying this about something else, but I think it's just kind of funny to have this because you could just like attach it to anything. It's just like at the same time this affiliate drama was happening, he posted this about something else. It was just like perfect timing. Okay, and then this is something I think Casino brought up, but it's just something I found. It was after last stream, so it's kind of funny after everything that's been going on. So if you guys didn't see this, we'll go ahead and read it. This is from 2021. I've been scouring his Facebook stuff for forever. I actually have a couple people looking into it that are on the friends list. I've been making contacts with them, and they're not finding a whole lot of anything interesting yet, but so, what we got here, curb your spending, even just that morning coffee from out, make it at home. Hold off on that new car or other large purchases if you can. 2021 is going to be a very unpredictable and financially unstable year, I guess is what he's. Most shit can wait a few months. I am not doomsaying. I'm just saying be smart. Also, shop local, you fucks. Stop giving all your money to super huge corporations like fucking Amazon and Walmart. No excuses. It's kind of funny, like he was doing this a lot back then, where he was ragging on Walmart and Amazon, and I don't know what his whole angle was there, but I mean, where are you at now? You're barely even on your own website. Oh man. All right. This is that song I just played you, so you can see the thumbnail here. I worked so hard on it. Actually, I did have to do some Photoshop. I had to Photoshop this in because it wouldn't do it for some reason. But yeah, the whole concept of Legend of Brad Cool 2 is that Melanie comes to avenge the quartering. And yeah, these are kind of like, I think someone brought up like Iron Maiden and kind of like a meatloafy, kind of like epic kind of tale or whatever. But I think it's like 85%. I made my own lyrics for it. But yeah, so this is Legend of Brad Cool Part 2, and you can see she's wearing the Tomb Raider outfit, and she's got the makeup, and she's got she yeah, so, it's just a corny little new, thing we've got, and this is the old one, the evil raccoon, and another thing about this is Devin Diamond and that one guy, Mega Crack and Mike, are in it too, so it might be the first AI slop song to ever feature them. So, wow. Yeah, that stuff's in there too. Speaking of Devin Diamond, he blocked me a while ago, but some of you guys don't know what he looks like. This is what Devin Diamond looks like. If you've never seen Devin Diamond before, this is the guy like talking like tough to you. This photo, yeah, it's not very flattering. But no, I mean, if you see these guys talking like badass to you, like, let me go back to this. I am being a bit of a dick, but still, like, it's just, if you see this guy talking shit to you, this is the name of the guy behind the keyboard. Here is some sad news. Melanie Mack. This is a picture of Melanie Mack with her cat. This is what I said to Melanie Mack. That cat must like the taste of makeup. So, I mean, that's probably what it is. Well, Melanie did not like that. I have finally been blocked by Melanie after saying some of the most ridiculous little subtle jabs about stuff for like 2 months straight. I wasn't sure if she would ever pick up on it, but I finally blew it. I finally have been blocked. I thought she was just too dumb to ever pick up on it or something. I got too yeah, I just got a little too carried away, I guess. So, yeah, I got blocked. I figured she just kind of ignores most of that stuff, right? Should I play the stupid promo? I have a promo that I made, and I'm not like, it's just kind of like, I'll play this promo. I never put it up. I'll play it. You know, you guys are all here. It's like a one take thing I just ran down to my basement to do. So let's do it. Okay. All right. You guys convinced me. It didn't take much, but here we go. Only make sure everything is working. Put on the desktop audio. Okay. While this is going, I guess I'll go fix that curtain thing. I don't know. It's a little bright.
Yeah,
that
the
isn't to make
computer
light of-
people called me back. They're like, "Oh, I think it's your motherboard now, not your driver." And I'm like, "You got to be freaking kidding me!"
Oh well, I got you. I'm in talks to get you a computer, bud. So I should have you one by the end of next week. I just need. I'm working on it.
Well, that would be pretty good. That would be pretty amazing.
You will be an indentured servant of Meta PCs, but
what else
I think.
Rise and shine, Jeremy. Rise and shine. Not that I wish to imply you have been sleeping on the job. Get it, Jeremy? It's a Half-Life reference. I thought you'd like that one, Jeremy. Jeremy, what's wrong with this picture? We have a show at 2 p.m. Central today on Kick. You're almost late. I hope you'll be there. Jeremy, all you had to do was advertise the computers. And you had to sell the coffee. We'd keep building the computers, and then you would advertise for us, and maybe we would help you out, Jeremy. No, you won't be talking to Zach anymore. No, Zach doesn't want to have anything to do with you anymore. As far as Zach is concerned, Zach would rather you be dead. But Jeremy, I'm giving you one last chance. Just one last chance, Jeremy, before you end up here in the graveyard of gaming computers. We've been building gaming computers for so long, Jeremy. And we've never been fucked over like this before, Jeremy. Not like this. So I'm giving you one last chance, Jeremy. Sell the Mother's Day boxes, Jeremy. And this will all go away. And your body won't be buried down here with the IBM 486, Jeremy. I paused my game to be here, Jeremy. I paused my game. You've really pissed me off. Now, before I deliver your balls to Zach on a platter, I'm giving you one last chance to make this right, Jeremy. Be here at 2 p.m. Central on Kick.com. Be here and sell the Mother's Day boxes, Jeremy.
I want to do a brief recap of some of the stuff a lot of you guys already know about, but I think it's important that we discuss it. All right. Man, I've been waiting for this. Get this zoomed in here. So this information was put out a few years ago. I'm not sure who did this. I saw this really early on Kiwi Farms when I was going through stuff. But it basically is talking about the different similarities between Coffee Brand Coffee and Mill Creek and some of the connections with Player One Coffee. A lot of this we've already discussed. We all know about some of this stuff. It's led on to different things like Luther Morgan's YouTube documentaries. And so we won't spend a lot of time on this, but I think it's important anyway to kind of discuss here. So yeah, Mill Creek Coffee Roasters, a very like woke virtue signaling company, like it says here. And that's how you know. I mean, if you think about it, how much they emphasize Coffee Brand Coffee with all of that, and how it's like no liberal tears here and all that stuff. Well, a lot of that was actually kind of virtue signaling to Mill Creek so that they could keep using them. But yeah, we know about the similarities here. Mill Creek Coffee Brand Coffee is a customer of Mill Creek Coffee. So we have all of this. We know about all of this kind of stuff. Coffee Brand Coffee is a white label service from Mill Creek Coffee. We don't actually even know if they're still using them. There's been so much drama that's happened since then. But anyway, we want to skip over to this stuff. The Player One Coffee / Meta PCs connection. Player One Coffee and Meta PCs are both owned by Zach Shutt. Recently, Zach Shutt, some of you guys might know him. Recently, Quartering had some internet drama where he repeatedly, intentionally misgendered and dehumanized a trans woman. I mean, he was arguing with. He was adamant his biggest sponsor, Meta PCs, would not leave him despite the outcry, and now we know why, because they are secretly business partners. Now, when this was kind of put out, this whole thing about secretly being business partners, I think it was kind of dropped there for the most part. I mean, we know that they had the same addresses and all of that stuff, right? But people kind of thought that maybe, I don't know, people mostly kind of thought that they were just sharing facilities, different things like that. There's a little bit more going on here that I found. I mean, because business partners, that would imply, wouldn't it, that if the Quartering is advertising Meta PCs and Jeremy and Zach Shutt are business partners, when Jeremy is advertising Meta PCs, he is not disclosing that he is a secret business partner of Zach Shutt, right? There is actually something called a disclosure of material connections that the FTC emphasizes that influencers, YouTubers or whatever, they have to make sure that they bring up if they, are getting, because like basically if you have an advertisement, you have a deal with someone for advertisements, people look at that a certain way. And we'll get into this a little bit more later, but they look at a certain way differently than they would if they knew that you were like, in cahoots with somebody, like as a business partner kind of situation. Like, oh, they're sponsored by Pepsi. Well, it's Pepsi. Everybody likes Pepsi or whatever. So you're going to look at it a certain way, but that's why they have this, like it's an FTC kind of thing, I guess. That's why I needed you guys here. I put on the X post. Like, if you guys know about this stuff, be here because it's gonna be kind of nuts. Because I can't even properly explain it. But basically, that's why they have this whole thing here. So we'll just continue on here. So it would be like kind of like weird maybe if, like, for example, Zach Shutt also owned Coffee Brand Coffee. If he owned Player One Coffee and then had a significant, any kind of stake really in Coffee Brand Coffee, if he was making investments or anything like that. Like, let's take that whole thing. We'll get back on track here with this. Is hypothetically, if the Quartering was advertising Meta PCs, and he had a business deal, you know, a co-ownership or something with coffee brand coffee. That would mean that that's not being disclosed. So I think there's like even like I've looked up different examples of this, but I'm going to show you. We'll just get into it because it's like it's so much. I'm kind of just going to be delivering the information, and then you guys are going to be figuring out some of this stuff. But yeah, I don't know if I'm spoiling anything yet, but I'll get into it here. So I think we should just get into it. Let's just get into it. Fuck it. I want to show you the similarities between coffee brand coffee and Player One coffee. Because it's not just what we know about the addresses and, you know, the different flavors and etc. All right, so I want you guys to pay attention to, this is a Player One ad, the tattoos. All right. Notice the machinery too that he's using, especially this thing coming up. There's going to be this little coffee presser kind of deal. I want you guys to really pay attention to that. All right, this thing right here. Notice like the angle kind of thing. It's like a little Z kind of shape. This is like a very aggressive ad, by the way. It's gamer rage. But it's very professional. And yeah, the tattoo bowl. All right, so that's the Player One ad. This is a coffee brand coffee ad.
I'm getting really bored with just basic coffee, so my new favorite...
This? Tattoos.
I'm getting really bored with just basic coffee, so my new favorite addiction is these flavored coffees from Coffee Brand. Right now, I'm brewing up a strawberries and cream, and the beautiful thing about this is that it actually tastes like what it says on the bag. Try it out.
All right. So, and if you guys think this is all this is about today, it goes on. This is only the beginning, because this is what I was actually trying to figure out when I first started looking into this last week. And then from there, it went on to something much different. I was just trying to figure out, and I'll show you guys, like, who is this guy? So here's another similarity. This one, watch this one. This is Player One coffee. All right, so you have the Chemex, you have the KitchenAid thing, and I actually have like a red version of that. I got this, and I didn't even know. It always gets stuff at the bottom, and I was like, man, this guy's actually taught me a few things about video editing and like making videos, like just watching his videos. He's actually like pretty professional at what he's doing, but like, it's like, oh, you shake it, you shake the thing, and then here's the Chemex, okay? Pay attention to the Chemex pour over. Anyway, so that's the Player One. Here's the Coffee Brand coffee one. KitchenAid grinder. Chemex. And there's that same picture. Tattoo guy. All right. So here's the guy that makes these ads.
Guys, it's less than 3 weeks from Christmas. We are running out of these gift boxes, so let's talk about these real quick. If you have a coffee or tea lover in your family and want to get them a unique gift, these things are awesome. We have several different pre-built kits, but then you can also go on the website and actually make your own, which is what I started doing here. These are some of my favorite treats.
Oh, Reardon Steel, we just got started on this. It's just getting started. I'm talking about the similarities between the ads that Player One Coffee and Coffee Brand Coffee have. Basically, it's this guy right here, and we're going to be talking about this guy, and he's our connection to something much bigger.
Water taffy, can't be beat. Peppermint bark, it's a classic. If you haven't tried this yet, you need to. Roast 003, guys, this is my daily coffee. I absolutely love this. If you need a nice daily coffee, this is gonna be it. And then my favorite hot cocoa in the world, peppermint hot cocoa. You pair that with the peppermint bark, you throw some of that in there. It is like the most chocolatey, amazing drink in the world. Guys, there's less than 3 weeks till Christmas. You better hurry up and order something now. Create your own custom gift box.
Anyway, I'm just going to do a few more so you're familiar with this guy here, because a lot of you guys may have never seen these.
If you're sick of boring coffee, you need to try out Coffee Brand Coffee because they have a huge variety of flavor blends you can try. Now, it's all freshly roasted when you order it. It's not sitting around in some dirty warehouse, so you can ensure that you're gonna get the best quality possible. And the best part about it is whatever flavor it actually says on here, it actually tastes like it. Instead of putting some chemical-filled nonsense sugary syrups in it, all you gotta do is buy this and you're good to go. If you don't wanna miss out on any new flavors that we're gonna be releasing throughout 2024, make sure you subscribe to the newsletter and we'll see you guys soon.
And the newsletter, I don't remember the newsletter, but one more and then next chapter.
Guys, stop buying garbage coffee. Do you know a lot of coffee just sits around in warehouses or it's overly roasted, it's too dark, it tastes burnt, bitter, all these things. Coffee Brand Coffee is awesome because once you actually place your order, that's when it's roasted, so you're getting the freshest beans possible. Now, if you want to make your mornings a little bit easier, they do have ground options as well if you wanted to go that route, but I prefer whole beans just to grind it myself. For my daily coffee, Roast 003 is what I go for. Guys, if you just want a normal cup of coffee that tastes like coffee without any frills, this is going to be it. If you don't want to miss out on any new flavors that we're going to be releasing throughout 2024, make sure you subscribe to the newsletter and we'll see you guys soon.
All right. No, that's not Adam Sellers. Similar look to him a little bit, but no, that's not him. All right. So that brings us to this next part here. Who is this guy? Now, this question was asked on Kiwi Farms back in April, and no one could really figure it out. Who is this guy? Some people speculated maybe he was on the Mill Creek staff. This man, his name is Sebastian. Sebastian, he is a professional photographer, videographer. He's also really into guns. I guess he had, let's see. He has a background in Florida and New York. He's now currently based out of Colorado, but I think he really got into photography and culinary kind of things, which he actually makes videos for Coffee Brand Coffee. He did that were like cooking related kind of things. But Sebastian, here's another picture. Here he is in Florida. And so, yeah, this guy knows, he knows a lot. He's pretty competent at the different things he does. Yeah, people were saying he's like sketchy or whatever, but he was just doing a job. Like, he's not like involved in what, like, the level of what Jeremy, for instance, is with Coffee Brand Coffee. He's doing a job doing these ads. So here are some behind the scenes of some different kind of coffee commercials that he did. Just kind of showing you. It's like, you kind of wonder, like, did Jeremy hire this guy? Like, as competent as Jeremy is not, like, would he have known how to hire someone like this? He's just following orders, right? Brad Trollkin says. Yeah, no, I mean, he's just doing ads for these guys. I don't even, honestly, I'm going to get into it a little bit more, but I don't even know if he's ever had any kind of direct contact with Jeremy. I wouldn't be surprised if he's never had any contact with Jeremy at all. So here's just some little behind the scenes ads to just show you guys, you know, what he does here. Yeah, remember you said that, Feltonson, because all right, continue. Oh, this one, I mean, I wanted to show you guys this one because I thought it was kind of funny. What was Santa's helper? What was Santa's helper coffee? I don't even remember that one. Santa's helper. What was that? These are like very early because he got hired on to do this like right away. Right away. French toast. There's the blueberry cobbler. I guess it's back. It's back in Walmart. You guys remember eggnog coffee? Eggnog coffee. Peppermint mocha. That's normal, I guess. All right. So we'll do a few more of these. You know, it's kind of like, and then we'll move on. It's just, you know, he's just doing all this stuff out of his like apartment. You know, like, and okay, here's a player one coffee one. I wanted to put these in here. So that's another behind the scenes video, but this time player one coffee. I mostly found, honestly, when I was looking through different commercials and ads, I think probably like 70% of them that this guy did were from Coffee Brand Coffee, and that'll actually factor into what we're going to discuss here in a little bit. All right, this is just another coffee. You know, actually his girlfriend, I think, is doing this one. And you can see, like, you know, the different. She has a few of them that she did. Here's one more here, I think. So. So we'll continue here with this, but I just want to ask, like, seeing some of these is like, isn't this a little different than what we have now with Coffee Brand Coffee? Why isn't Coffee Brand Coffee with Jeremy 100% owning the company, of course? Why isn't anything like this anymore? These are all from years ago now, when it first started. Reed and Steele says those are really good ads. Yeah, I agree. Like, this doesn't seem like something Jeremy had anything to do with. Like, even like hiring the guy, kind of odd. These ads actually make Coffee Brand Coffee look like a respectable company. Green Godzilla says, yeah, it makes you kind of wonder, like, because they actually, when they first started, it was run much differently, wasn't it? Like, if any of you guys were there, I know that's probably a thing though. Like, with a lot of people here that are watching a lot of this Jeremy stuff and participating in it, a lot of you guys may not have been paying attention to all that stuff back then with the quartering, and I totally understand that, but it's just like, why is it so different? Like, it seems like a different company, doesn't it? I mean, if he really wanted to, he would throw money at this kind of stuff. I think this is just one more player one coffee. I guess it's a silent one. But so this guy here, Sebastian, he actually like was like a big hipster kind of dude. And I saw a lot of this before Coffee Brand Coffee. And he was like doing like the van life kind of thing, you know, with his girlfriend or his wife. I think they had like one kid at the time, and now he's got like a couple. And like I look at all these pictures and like he's just like mostly like it seems like a normal dude. Like, and I don't know, like there's a lot of admirable qualities about this guy. Like he was doing like reselling kind of stuff, like just kind of grinding. Like apparently he got sick of his like corporate job or whatever and started just trying to make it out on his own. And so that's why he eventually got into photography and videography and different things like that. And, you know, doing ads. And now I just kept looking at this guy and it's like, you know, I got to do this a certain way because I don't think like he's a bad dude. Like he's certainly not like somebody that had anything to do with what's going on with what we have now with Coffee Brand Coffee. But Coffee Brand Coffee, though, really started kind of changing Sebastian. I really think that like something about Coffee Brand Coffee and involving, I don't know what it is, but no, put down the gun. This is stuff. Oh my God. Okay, now we're really getting into it. Now everybody's saying that Kino Casino and all these other guys are radicalizing everybody, but I don't know. What about Coffee Brand Coffee? What's going on with this? Because oh, and for Clippers, warning, some of this might have some music in it. So just so you know.
Are you ready? Stand by.
Coffee Brand Coffee is training militias. What is going on here with Coffee Brand Coffee? What are they doing to Sebastian? Why is he doing all of this in the Coffee Brand Coffee shirt? Domestic terrorist. Antifa, brand Antifa. Well, honestly, it's kind of funny. Like, I think he kind of went pretty far to the right, farther than Jeremy, actually. But I was looking at his stuff from like 2016, and he was sharing Occupy Democrats and different things. Like, I got on his Facebook and stuff. I was trying to figure out this guy. And he started out like, came from New York, liberal kind of guy, and then just kind of moved more and more to the right, well past where Jeremy is. I mean, dare I say, this man is actually a pretty based individual here, but I don't know. He reminds me of like 2016 when a lot of people started getting really radicalized and they didn't know how to handle it. I think he needs to calm down with some of this stuff when he's like posting, and I'll get into it, but he needs to, when he's posting on his Instagram with like his kids and his wife and stuff, it's like, I don't think he was there for what some of us went through in the past 10 years. And I really hope that he's a little more careful about some of this stuff. And this is something that's like, if Jeremy still had his old haters and it was all the people on the left, this whole thing we're going to talk about would probably get derailed. They'd probably find something from this guy about Hitler, and then it would be like the whole show would be about how we needed to destroy Sebastian. But that's not happening here, Jeremy. It's not going to be happening here. So I don't know what kind of training that is. He's just shooting at people in a car. It's just like, what is going on here, man? There's like all these militia people that this guy hangs out with. And for some reason, in a lot of these videos I found, like he's wearing the Coffee Brand Coffee shirt. This is like your apolitical coffee company, sir. I don't know, Brad. You were making me like this guy. I'm not trying to make you hate this guy, honestly. Like, I don't want you to hate this guy. If anything, I want to know if this guy hates Jeremy at this point. Is that why he's wearing this shirt? So what the hell did Coffee Brand Coffee do to Sebastian? This pure innocent man. And it just got worse. he starts wearing the ski mask, taking these like crazy like there's his tattoos and then I actually took out a couple of these because they get pretty extreme, but like because again, like this guy has a family. I'm not trying to like destroy this guy or anything, but you know, like if you ever see any of these old ads like randomly with like bullets and different things like that, like if you ever see any of them, there's like tons of this kind of stuff. And then, you know, he's got these stickers like all over his house. Coffee brand coffee with the bullets, the CBC cup. There's so many pictures of this stuff here. There's a grenade. You know, like he just makes all this stuff. Rage quit from RM Qualtruff. Wasn't Jeremy talking about building a compound, another Waco incoming? Well, he needs to get this guy back on staff if that's the case. Because, yeah, no, that was creepy. I remember doing that for the Devori Darkins thing. And he was talking about how he had like Hannah Claire. Hannah Claire, I have living quarters in my studio. I'm gonna have living quarters in my studio. You should come live with me, and you can wear buns in your hair, and you have to dress a certain way. And it was just like the weirdest thing because he just makes it a point to do that kind of stuff, and it's just. But this is why I don't think he'd ever get back on the staff with Jeremy because this guy, he doesn't like Trump. I'm sorry. He's not apologizing for Trump. He's like, I might be retarded, but at least I'm not a bootlicking Trump cuck. I haven't said that word ever. Trump cuck. But and there's just more of this. Like, he definitely wouldn't like Jeremy. Erica Kirk is lying. Epstein ain't dead. Trump is a puppet. MAGA is a psyop. Liv's still gay, but kind of right about some stuff. The past 6 years have been odd. And it's just like he takes all these like weird like. Oh, and this one, it gets a little bit. Yeah. The content went from whimsical coffee ads to, and I actually have a couple rejected coffee brand coffee ads from Sebastian that were clipped, and like they're just so funny. Like especially one of them. They got clipped and kind of messed with a little bit to make them not sound so extreme. It's like this guy just kept like pouring his See, this is what I mean. This is exactly what I mean. Like, don't post this. Like, hide your power level, Sebastian. I'm serious. Like, if you ever see this stuff, like, I'm not trying to lecture someone else, but you weren't here for a lot of the stuff. Like, you were doing the van life hipster kind of stuff, and that's cool and all, but like, you gotta like eventually this stuff's gonna come back around. Like, you know, I mean, let's fucking go. But no, seriously, man. Just reconsider. Like, I don't know, man. It's just got to be careful. Like, you don't want to make yourself you don't want to paint yourself as a target like that when you have like pictures of your kids and your wife and all this other kind of stuff. And people are like accusing him of like being a fed in the comments and stuff. And it's like, no, I remember like 2017, 2016, and it's like, I remember how a lot of people were. He's just like, he doesn't know what the hell he's doing. I don't really think he's a fed. I really don't, but yeah, if you're mad at the world, go to a boxing gym. And I think he does do some of that stuff too, but yeah, the CBC to militia pipeline is real. Yeah, exactly, RM. From one extreme to another. Yeah, I don't know if he ever got like super Antifa, like, but he was like your average like New York type of liberal kind of. I don't know. It was Occupy Democrats logic, or no, just regular Occupy Democrats kind of stuff, and now he's well past Occupy Democrats logic, like that kind of, you know, response page by like libertarians. I mean, I guess that's what he is, honestly. Like, I would assume he's something like that. Okay, one more from Sebastian, and I got rid of some of the other ones because it just, yeah. Wisconsin Governor Bull says they're putting chemicals in the coffee that turn the freaking hipsters into terrorists. Israel should come first. ... The first to catch an. There's no way this isn't a Fed post. I mean, Jesus, I know. Like, the more you look at him, it's just like this guy's just kind of ignorant to the ways of like edgy posting. I don't know, man. So what the hell do they like? He was such a whimsical guy. You know, what did Coffee Brand Coffee do to this man? He's putting a jack-o'-lantern on top of his head, and I don't know. Like, just so who hired this guy? Who found this guy? Well, now we're getting into it here. All right. So if you guys are logged in to Upwork, you'll see something that looks like this. This is Sebastian's Upwork profile. As you can see, there's some information about Sebastian. I do know his last name. It's actually really easy to figure out, but it's like a Polish name. But regardless, this isn't really about Sebastian anymore. We just want to introduce him. Scroll down to completed jobs. Lifestyle product photography. Coffee brand. Sebastian is the best in the business. He does amazing work for photography, and I can't recommend him enough. A+ around the board. Same thing for this bottom one. Monthly photos and video content for 2 coffee companies. So let's click on this. All right. We're looking for someone to take some great product lifestyle photos for our coffee company. We sell coffee, cocoa, teas, and mugs, etc. Would like someone who is familiar with these products and able to take fantastic photos using models that we can use in our advertising and marketing. Notice the location. This is Gilbert, Arizona. Gilbert, Arizona. Meta PC has a retail store in Gilbert. Their headquarters is in Phoenix. Phoenix and Gilbert right next to each other. Just a random irrelevant fact. View entire job post if you haven't already gotten there. Do all this Cloudflare crap. All right, so you've seen all this. This is just some more information about this. Gilbert, blah, blah, blah. Click this. This is a job listing for Coffee Brand Coffee. This is a very early kind of layout for Coffee Brand Coffee. Now, who posted this? Was it Jeremy? Do you guys think it was Jeremy who posted this job listing? Well, when you go down here, you can't exactly get to a profile of the client that posted this, but you can see all the other ones that were posted by just scrolling down here. Client's recent history. This is still an active account, by the way. So a lot of different stuff about bookkeeping, etc. This looks like a pretty large organization that posted this. So a lot of these are pretty vague, but you scroll down to the very last one, and someone gives it away. Here it is. It was interesting experience working on the Meta PC's website project. Very last one. This is a client account that was started by Meta PC. Now, if you go back to this other one here, for almost $30,000, you click on this one, it's private. So we don't know what's all in here, but it's a monthly photos and videos content for 2 coffee companies. This is the listing for 2 coffee companies. So pay attention also to the reviews here, because I'm going to switch it over to something here. There's an interesting thing when you click over and you're not signed into this page. These are both like copy paste reviews. All right, so let's switch over here. Here it is, the reviews. Signed Zach S. Zach S. Zach Shutt. Zach Shutt of Phoenix region, Gilbert region, signed off on these reviews. So Zach Shutt of MetaPC, as far as we can tell, because this is I mean, when you look through all this stuff, it's all MetaPC stuff. He signed off on about $30,000 worth of ads that we know about. Let me get back to Yep. About 30,000 that we know about on here. I don't think that, honestly, when I look at this, I think that he meant to do this to the other one. I think that this was an accident. It's really odd when you look at it too. September 29th, 2022 to June 3rd, 2026. Like, we don't know what happened at that point around that time, but we can kind of guess something happened with ownership going to Jeremy, possibly. There was a lot of odd things going on around that time, but regardless, a lot of this, like, I'm here to deliver. I'm here to deliver this. That's why I wanted you guys here, because I don't know what's going to happen to this after this information gets out. It'll probably go private, could get deleted. That's why I needed you guys here. Like, if it didn't make sense before, I hope it makes sense now. But Gilbert, Arizona is where the store, retail of MetaPC apparently is at. It's in, you know, the area. And that's actually interesting, because that's where the warehouse that I bought my shirt from came after like a couple weeks. I think it took like a couple weeks to get, and now no one can buy that stuff after like April. Yeah, so Jeremy, I want you to know something, man. Like, no one would have ever found this, probably. I don't think. Eventually, maybe, but very few knew about it until now. There's something very, very crazy going on here. Now, I've tried to like think about it a little bit about, did Jeremy use, like, because he's a weasel, you know, he's gonna come up with some kind of excuse if he even addresses this. Like, did he use his account? I mean, why wouldn't he have just started his own account? Because you look at some of the things like Sebastian has signed off on, and like other people, you don't have to be some well-known person. Like, look at this. This guy's done 12 different things. Like, you put the money out there, it goes into escrow for whoever you've hired. I'm not sure exactly how it works, but it's all like a guarantee. Like, one review. This guy, he signed off on this one review. This one's a private one. And actually, that's another thing about MetaPC is like not all of their stuff's private, and I'll show you that. But yeah, most of these you can't see but anymore, but I just thought that was odd. Why private this one, not the other one? Yeah. So what happened? Well, from what I can tell, this is the MetaPC account of Upwork. And honestly, like Jeremy, we all know how he outsources everything. He probably has his own Upwork account. I would just imagine. Why would he have to use this? It's because he didn't hire any of this. He didn't invest into any of this stuff. Like, because I don't think he actually owned the company. I really don't. Maybe he had some minor, but you know, and that just goes on to the next thing we're going to talk about. So if Zach Shutt and MetaPC, Zach Shutt owns like I guess, a third of the company. I'm not exactly sure with that, but he owns enough of the company. If he's advertising on the Quartering's live stream and he owns, makes investments and has other business dealings with the Quartering, shouldn't Jeremy have disclosed that when he's advertising Meta PC products? Like, that's something I'm asking almost. I've looked into it enough with, like, you know, asking Grok and crap like that, and it's all like FTC regulation paperwork, you know, so it's all like cut and dry kind of stuff. I don't think it needs to editorialize very much, but I did save some of that, and so we'll get into that. But yeah, so yeah, that's for Luther to find out exactly. Yeah, Luther will use his super autistic energy that I just can't. I wish I had, to really focus laser and, you know, pinpoint on. So I can't even watch the vlogs half the time without zoning out. So, you know, I'm just like, I'm really glad that there's so many people here that can really figure this out with me. Because when you look at a lot of this stuff here, I mean, this is this is Meta PC. This is definitely Meta PC, or it's, you know, Zach Shutt. He somewhere on here, yeah, member since December 7th, 2019, which is shortly before he bought Player One Coffee. So we'll move on from this because that information is now out, and I'm really looking forward to seeing where this goes. I want to show you guys this because this is what Jeremy's, when I started this on Thursday, actually, this is what Jeremy's Coffee Brand Coffee page looked like. 2 people from the United States, 1 from the Philippines. Now, I was showing you that picture with the pumpkin guy. Felt cute. Might delete later. Had fun dressing up as a jack-o'-lantern for Halloween. How's your celebration going? And it's like, I don't know, like, if he posted that. Maybe his girlfriend posted that. It seems like something like a woman posted it, because she was really involved in all of this stuff too. I think that maybe he had access to the Coffee Brand Coffee page, and maybe the Twitter too, because a lot of that content was put on there. And like, when you look on this stuff on the Facebook page, Instagram, and Twitter, it never really makes, as far as I know, as far as I can tell, it never really makes any references to Jeremy. I don't know if anyone's noticed that. Like, I mean, if you can find an example besides like a retweet or something, let me know. But it just, I've never really seen a lot of it or any of it. Besides like the retweets, I've seen a couple of those, but. So I think that he had access, along with possibly someone from the Philippines, apparently. And I don't know if like even Jeremy is the number 2 in the United States one. I don't know, because he hasn't been able to use this page like for forever. Like, and he just now hopped onto the Twitter. I think that happened like a day after I was getting started on this whole investigation. And it's good that I started this on Thursday, because I almost lost this. Because look what happened when he got back, when he got control of the Twitter, I think on Saturday, actually. So this is what happened on Saturday. And I went there again, just kind of randomly, and was kind of looking through stuff. It's like, wasn't that different like 2 days ago? And it's been this, what I'll show you guys again here, for a long time. It's been this for a long time. And then all of a sudden on Saturday, it's one person from the United States. That's Jeremy Hambly, just like the Twitter. So who's the guy from the Philippines? I'm still not sure about that one. Could be the person posting. And then maybe Sebastian is just dropping the content. I'm really not sure. Here is one from Meta PCs. This one's like a current one, I'm pretty sure, from like a few days ago. United States, 15 people. India, one from India, one from the Philippines. India has made an appearance again. I know that's been a big thing in the past couple days. Like, so there's a connection. I don't like, why do you need someone from India? It's a big American company in Arizona. Oh, and that's kind of odd, isn't it? Like, does it say, okay, they have completed. That has complete. Never mind. I thought that they didn't complete this because I saw that Coffee Brand Coffee never did. Yeah. For some reason, they never did. You figured Jeremy would have done that. So that's kind of odd. No verification process done. But the guy that runs this apparently was able to do that. This is now, I wanted to do a comparison with Player One Coffee, their Facebook page, but they actually took it down. But all I have here is Player One Coffee's Twitter. And connected Philippines Android app. Account based in the United States, connected to the Filipino Android app. So for some odd reason, the Philippines factors in heavily with all three of these people. I don't know what it really means. It's just kind of like, this is why it's in the junk, kind of like, the side kind of thing. Just something I wanted to point out. So just a little quick kind of thing here just to show you different ads. He signs off on a lot of these. You can see the different people that he's signing off on. Here's someone from India. Zach Shutt hired someone from India. He hired someone from the Philippines. Oh, maybe, who knows? Nah, it's probably a different guy, but someone from the Ukraine. Zach Shutt here. A lot of 5 stars, too. Another kind of similarity. I mean, I guess probably everybody does that, so it doesn't mean anything. Pakistan. We got Will S here. That guy's from Orlando. He's actually from Orlando. Then we go back to Pakistan. Mohammed. There's Zach S again. Thumbnail guy. We have someone from India. Zach S. I know I'm going a little fast through this, but Egypt. Booty T. Zach S. Anyway, yeah. So that was just something I was collecting, different kind of things. What I was trying to do, like stylography, kind of, I'm pretty sure that's what it's called. Maybe it's a different word, but you take the different paragraphs, you put them together, you try to figure out like the forensics kind of. I was trying to do some of that stuff, trying to figure out like, did he type those ads out? I mean, the reviews to Sebastian, or was it a different guy? And it's like, every time you do it, it's almost the same. They all seem to kind of match, but there's not enough there actually to do a reliable one on that. But so that's something, if you guys try that, I don't know. I wasn't able to be very successful with that. But here's some other kind of random stuff. This was the t-shirt that I bought. This was back in April, before you couldn't buy it anymore. Phoenix, Arizona. Tip to Brad Cool. So, for some reason, the Coffee Brand Coffee shirts have to come from Arizona. Of all the places, they need to come from Arizona. Okay, and then I was doing a little bit of like, very novel, kind of novice, kind of grok kind of things here. Trying to figure out some stuff. And so this is probably a little awkwardly typed out, but it figured out what I was trying to say. Like Jeremy Hambley of The Quartering has a live stream show where he has a company called MetaPC. For years as a sponsor, Jeremy Hambley also has a coffee company of his own coffee called Coffee Brand Coffee. What if the owner of MetaPC was actually the owner of Coffee Brand Coffee or made significant investments in it? Would Jeremy be required to disclose this to his audience on his show when advertising MetaPC products? And every time I asked it and I try to like make it give me a different answer, it's always like, yes, under US FTC rules governing endorsements, Jeremy would generally be required to disclose such a connection if it qualifies as a material connection. that could affect how viewers weigh his endorsement of Meta PC, and that a significant minority of the audience would not reasonably expect. And so there's a lot of this. I'm hoping other people can look into this. This is the fun map. It's Phoenix here. This is where their headquarters is. And then this is Gilbert. And this is where their retail store is, apparently. That's what I kept finding information about here. So, yeah, right next to each other. And here is... Oh, yeah. Okay, this is where I found this information here. Zach Shutt is the founder and CEO of Meta PCs, operating out of business locations in Phoenix and Gilbert, Arizona. The corporate and warehouse address is blah, blah, Phoenix. Their retail store is Gilbert, Arizona. Business locations, Phoenix, HQ warehouse, Gilbert address, retail store. Oh, this is just another random kind of thing I found. You guys can find this on here too. Just one other thing referencing the coffee business. I'm pretty sure this is for Player One Coffee, though. Something about revitalizing a rebranding or relaunching a brand and a very simplistic 90s aesthetic. So this is just a little bit here. Yeah, $30,000 went to the Sebastian guy. For what I could tell, the majority of it was for Coffee Brand Coffee. Out of Meta PC's account. Zach Shutt's account. I'm assuming he's the only guy I've ever found on any of the reviews is Zach S. Using the generalizer, I thought this was funny. Jeremy says, "Why would I give anyone else a percentage of ownership of my company? Like, it doesn't make any sense." So this is just something I found. I never bothered clipping it. What's this other one here? This is just an example. There's many examples. It would take me forever to collect them all, but Coffee Brand Coffee is my company. You know, he says a lot of the same things over and over, like stuff about liberal tiers and etc. This is another thing that he would always do for the ads. He's like, Coffee Brand Coffee is my company and blah, blah, blah. And, you know, he always is like, Coffee Brand Coffee is my company. So I did ask Grok this, and I found the same kind of stuff on their own website. So what are the policies for Upwork if two people are using the same account? And obviously you could just not follow these rules, but you know, we got to think about these kind of things. What would Jeremy's response be? How would he because this is what he does. He weasels his way out of everything. But this one I think is bigger than him. And I don't think he can really weasel because the paperwork's right there, right? Upwork strictly prohibits 2 or more people from sharing or using the same account. Accounts are personal, one main account per person. And yeah, you've got to put in like probably a lot of different information as a client about yourself. And I'm sure there's a lot of different things you need to do, like for tax related stuff. And sharing login credentials or allowing others to access / work under your account violates the terms of service. So, I mean, say that Jeremy, for some reason, was using Zach's account. Well, that would be bad for Zach's account. I'd imagine. Key policy points: no sharing, selling, trading, or transferring accounts. Keep credentials confidential. Honesty about who does the work. Allowing someone else to use your account misleads other users. Related rules: ban falsely claiming one person will do the work, etc. Kind of, you know, subcontracting, one account per person. Consequences: violations can result in account, you know, all the usual stuff. Upwork may also report cases involving potential criminal activity, identity misuse to law enforcement. The account holder remains responsible for any activity that occurs. Is Jeremy really going to go to coffee prison? Is it really going to happen? Is he going to coffee jail? I don't know, man. This is wild stuff, though. I'm really glad I'm able to finally get this off of my shoulders. Oh, man. So I'm really glad so many people came here for this, because, man. And I'm glad that it's out of my hands. Jeremy, You should have made me mod, man. You really should have made me mod. I begged with you. I begged you with you for a couple months, you know. I told you, man. Even after you knew who I was, I told you this would happen. I wasn't screwing around. A lot of people are like, "Oh, this Brad Cool guy's crazy," you know. He makes crazy ads and articles on Substack, and he's a little like loopy, and let's not take Brad Cool seriously. And then some of you guys are like, "Oh yeah, he's all right." And Jeremy probably should have been the first guy to take me seriously. So I'll be right back, guys. I don't know. I'm just working myself off here. I'm sorry, but no, I'm glad everyone's here for this. I'm muted. It's Miller time, everybody. Jeremy, Miller time. Oh man, I'm glad that one is done. Holy crap. Fatty just flagged Luther. Are you kidding me? Like, what happened? Well, this show goes out to you, Luther. I'm pretty sure this is going to be a good one for you. That sucks, man. Let me just look it up here. Luther Morgan is still false flagging. Today, I got one video and one live stream taken down for community guideline warnings for cyberbullying and harassment. He's a grown-ass man. Like, I don't know how old Luther is, but, like, I'm pretty sure he's probably younger than Jeremy. And it's like, can you imagine, like, crying to YouTube? It's like, this guy's bullying me. Like, you're 43 years old, Jeremy. Just unplug the computer. No timestamps were provided on the violations. For those keeping track, that's 4 videos of mine. His Majesty, Mr. Hambly, has tried to take off YouTube. The same person, you mean woman. What, is that what I meant? Yeah, well, she is a woman. No, I swear, it's a woman. And if you guys dig up any of the old Boston Antifa stuff, she was very popular with the Boston Antifa stuff. Quinn. Yep. I found, actually, like, I was digging through some old stuff for an earlier show, and she, I found some radio segment that I never heard about. Like, it was after some big Boston rally, and, like, some guy was, like, talking about her and stuff, and, like, because she made this video once. There's this Boston rally, and I should find this and put it on here. I have it on a different computer. But she made this video that was really funny about, like, all these Antifa people. They all gathered on this hill in Boston, and they were outnumbered, like, 3-1 or something like that. And they all, like, eventually fled the scene. And so Quinn, which was how she was going by, she made a video, and it was just like, it's like, where the hell was everybody? And it's like, you know, we had the hill, we had the high ground, you know, kind of like a Star Wars kind of thing like that. And it was just like melting down and stuff like that. And that little piece of propaganda spread so far. And it was so funny. It even got on the radio apparently. And I didn't even know about it. I wonder if I could dig it up. It's actually not that hard to find. I had all this stuff privated for years and years. And I recently just started putting them back up. Let's see. Find it. Okay. Yeah. All right. So, oh. Let's see here. So this is Quinn. This is hold on a second. Damn it. Here we go. All right. So,
greetings. My name is Quinn, and this is Boston Antifa.
so this is how a lot of our videos started out, by the way. Like,
So today, May 13th, 2017 was the Freeze Speech rally.
Oh, and this this flyer here, like I got like a bunch of people to print this out. I think this flyer got on the news
Here at the Common. We woke up early. We took the hill. We had the high ground. So people started showing up, and then more people started showing up, and some of our brethren did not show up today. You know that the police protect the Nazis and the fascists. You know this. But you chose not to show up today anyway. You left us high and dry.
Oh my god.
So
I forgot all about that guy. Oh my god, the video clips from this. Look at this dude. I can't believe this used to be such a big thing.
So, as a tactical maneuver, we retreated. And all of these Nazis and all of these
There they are,
fascists
Proud Boys. Proud of your boy, right there. There's some of these nerds. And that infamous shirt, the Fred Perry shirt or whatever that they were all wearing. Actually, one of the guys that used to do like article hit pieces on me, like he has some video about that. I'll have to show those guys sometime, because one of those guys that used to do all the article hit pieces on me ended up being like some like sex predator. That was really funny.
celebrating. Like, oh, we took the hill. It'll come back around. So, I don't know. Just right now, in Boston, it doesn't really seem safe for the revolutionaries. Things are getting dangerous. So we really must learn tactical maneuvers, learn how to fight back. Because when they come at us, they're going to think that we don't know how to fight. And this gives us the upper hand. So I want all of you to start understanding the other side. Look at their tactics. Look at what they say and do. It'll be okay. We won't let them win. We must protect our cities from fascism.
Oh my God, it goes on.
By any means necessary. So, be safe and fight back.
So hold on a second. Let me get rid of this. Okay, so that was like a lot of the content. It was very slow paced, and yeah, there was tits in it, but like it would actually really piss off the Antifa people, the things we were doing with that kind of thing. Like, but yeah, I don't know. Like, just we had something like for a while ago, and that just like it was so funny how it would go like that. But yeah, you had to do what you had to do. Yeah, and that's just how it works. You know, that's the internet for you. I help get the message out. What can I say? But yeah, that I got on the radio. I had no idea about that. They were talking about it, but yeah, it was just a lot of stuff like that, and there was more goofy ones, and I just could go on all day about it. And I mean, this is kind of how we end these shows, so I'll see if there's another one I could play real quick. I don't want to show it because it's like
point. Now, done just.
I'm just like dressed as a chick in it, kinda. We'll see. I'm worsking it up. I know he does that stuff still. All right, let's do it. This is like a promo video, okay? This is like an MMA promo kind of video that I decided to shoot. So, Carla Rosa, this is on her stream, and then this is another person I used to talk to a lot, and we actually went at it with some Antifa people online and different things. But yeah, here we go.
And I've done just about everything except actually this. I want to call out any chick, any female fighter that identifies as Antifa. If you're Antifa, I want to fight you.
So Tara LaRosa, I heard your challenge. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Dustin from the Boston chapter of Antifa. So you want to fight any female member of Antifa? Well, let's just see what your doxing records indicate here. New Jersey. Well, just based on brains alone, I could beat you there. 22 wins, 5 losses. Well, I hope you're at least able to have the intelligence to write the number 6 soon. Tara, I don't want to have anything to do with you. None of us here do. But when you run your fat mouth like that, issuing demands and challenges for fights, well, you caught our attention. And this just makes you look ridiculous. 5'6", 121 pounds? I'd say it's about time you pick on somebody your own size. So, Tara, I accept your challenge. I hope that you accept me accepting it. This could be the biggest mistake of your career. This will make you look pathetic. Sorry about that. I guess you should have never done this in the first place. So, Tara, I'll be seeing you. And you'll be seeing me.
Oh my God. Oh, what are the things here? Oh, that's a Alyssa Clips one here.
Greetings. My name is Quinn, and this is Boston Antifa. There's a war going on, and if you're not part of it, you're in the way. Today, we are going to be talking about the male dynamic of Antifa and the ways that we can improve it. So, stay tuned, and remember to fight back.
There will be no peace until this fascist regime is overthrown. Today, March 25th, 2017, fellow Antifa comrades took to the streets for an anti-MAGA demo in cities across the country. However, there are many within the ever-increasingly diverse Antifa community who have noticed a disturbing trend in the movement. There is a fucking disproportionate amount of men participating in Antifa, especially in important leadership roles, and we would like to change that. We need to start putting women into positions of power in Antifa, even if they don't want it. Great women do not seek power. They have power thrust upon them. Even positions like spokesperson should not be immune, and should first and foremost be available to women, because as we know, women are better public speakers and far more eloquent than men. Men in the movement aren't doing as much as they should be in our protests and direct actions, like during the March 25th Drumpf rally. So, to men in the Antifa movement, here's how you can help. Men should take the time to step back and reflect on their sexualities and genders, both to allow women to exercise their right to lead and to create more diversity in the Antifa community. Start dressing as women at home for practice
Oh,
to
God.
see if you wouldn't mind
I
it,
forgot about
and to
that
put yourselves into our shoes. And remember to be safe and fight back.
Greetings, comrades. It's Dustin27, spokesperson for Boston Antifa, and we smash fash. So, I would urge all male members of our chapter and the surrounding chapters in the Massachusetts area and nationwide to please heed Quinn's words. There is much that we can do to understand the strife and pain that our members in our Antifa chapters face every day.
Oh my God.
And the challenges that they have. We can do our part to help elevate their platform and allow them to express their ideas and their input on how to fight fascism in their communities. I think this is of utmost importance for both the cis female and non-cis, and I would urge all of you to do your fair share and to do more. Thank you. Until next time, be safe and fight back.
Oh my God. All right. Okay. It's fine. You know, that was already seen by, like, you know, a lot of people, a lot of people, like, not just on YouTube, like, and I privated it like a while ago, like everything else, but it's just like a lot of people have seen that. You know, I feel like you guys should at least see it because of just like where it went. Like, it's fucking ridiculous. I know, I'm sorry, but like what it did, like the damage that did to Antifa back in 2017, like it was worth it. And it just, it was insane. But yeah, that did like go like crazy viral, especially on Twitter. And it's so fucking, when's the last time Quinn has seen these? About as long as I have. I haven't watched that video, and in particular, I haven't seen that in probably like 8 years. Like a lot of the stuff I haven't watched for like a long time because I don't really like watch a lot of my old stuff. All right, everybody. Oh, what am I doing this weekend? I have no idea. I want to get out though. I want to not like sit in here and do this crap. Yeah, because we're gonna keep it casual next week for sure, unless something insane happens. Yeah. Yeah, I'll get there. Yeah, no, this was a huge one, I think, today. Yeah, a lot of people showed up. Thank you, Sweeper. All right, man, I could be on here forever, but yeah. I have no more drag videos to show. That was it. That was it for today. All right. See you guys.
Hail Hydra.
Nothing is beyond our reach. Hail Hydra.
Exactly. Hail Hydra.